the Lord visited Sarah, as he had said, and the Lord did to Sarah as he had promised. And Sarah conceived, and he bore Abraham a son. This is your son. In his old age, at the time of which God had spoken to him, Abraham called the son who was born to him, who Sarah born to him, Isaac. And Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God had commanded him. Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac was born to him. So heavy, okay, that was Isaac.
Babe, are you okay?
I did have like 4 cups of coffee. I'm just kidding. Hi. Yeah.
We talk about reality.
Reality. This is reality. We're in our PJs. I'm doing a little play as I'm reading the Bible. I mean, what more could you want?
Yeah, we're actually missing church today. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Guys, I have been struggling. I have had heartburn for the last 2 weeks solid. And last night I was struggling to go to sleep. And I woke up, my chest was like, oh, like burning.
It's not good.
So I'm gonna go see the doctor this week. I don't know what's going on.
That was a more somber note than my play. But yeah. I'm sure it's nothing serious, but it sucks because he's like, I'm not feeling good, so I feel bad. Let me find it.
So one good thing is that Molly and I went out shooting yesterday. We shot some more Instagram photos for Molly, and today we're just looking at, she posted one.
Yeah.
And we finally got our first, somebody sent us a message saying, what did they say, babe?
She said, gorgeous, would love to send a necklace to you. If interested, email us at, email address. So that was really cool.
Babe, we'll remember this. This is your first necklace.
Yeah.
Your first product.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
So we're having a devotion because we're missing church, and we're just reading the Old Testament, and it's just amazing to me. The Bible teaches us that God has us, and He's looking after us, and He's caring for us. And this is a perfect example. Like right now, I'm struggling with heartburn, and I've never struggled with heartburn. And to think like God's got me, like it's gonna be okay. It's hard to apply what you're reading into the current situation. But it's true, and you have to believe it, and I believe it, and it's gonna work out.
And right now, I'll just be real, but we've been married like almost 8 months or so, and some things have come up, not bad at all, but just usually with myself, just I don't know, I guess I'm realizing how selfish I am, or just certain things I'm just sometimes it's hard, when people say marriage is hard, it's amazing, but there's definitely some things where oh man, I have a lot to work out, or just in my heart, or sometimes you want to blame it on your husband, or situations.
It hasn't been all rosy. Sometimes we come across that way, but definitely a lot of adjustments, and marriage is definitely a learning curve, and you have to learn basically living your life with somebody else, and it's wonderful, it's awesome, and I'm definitely not complaining. I'm really enjoying marriage, but it's definitely a growth.
And I in the beginning of getting married, it was definitely it was hard. I didn't show it, but I was, I had some days where I was crying, and I didn't not from Philip, but just from our circumstances and the adjustment. He was still in Brea working, and I was in Pasadena working, and our time thing, and now it's I got laid off, and all of a sudden, instead of having too little time together, we have a lot more time together, and so that's been an adjustment, because we're how do we
we didn't see each other hardly at all, and now we see each other so much. It's
we get sick of each other, not really.
Now how do we adjust to that? And that's
it's I'm kind of clingy, so I'm I want to to be with Philip, but then I'm like, gotta let him go. And then like, you know, when he goes, he's gonna be in Brea working on stuff, and I'm gonna be in Pasadena, so I can't like have just dinner with him.
And I gotta remember, like, you know, when I'm with Molly, like give her my full attention. You know, sometimes like I'll play like my little video game on my iPhone, or you know, so it's just like all the adjustment, but it's good. And I told my dad this, and he's like, Philip, he said, Philip, marriage is an adjustment the entire time. Like your entire marriage is an adjustment. It's okay.
Yeah, so just putting that out there, because like, while we always seem rosy and happy, and we totally are, like, you know, we're going through stuff too, and we're adjusting and learning, and it's not all rosy for us either. So we just want to put that out there. Like, we don't want you to feel like if your marriage, if your relationship is like having, you know, problems, or if things are coming up, it's like that's normal, that happens.
Yeah,
you know,
but our marriage, it is good.
Yeah,
our marriage is great.
Yeah, we're not
it's good.
There.
Putting God first, and
yeah,
it's awesome. I do not miss my single 20 years. 20-year-old years.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I love you,
I love you too.
You don't look like you want to say it.
So Philip's making me redo this because I talked too long.
She just spent like 2 minutes talking. It was amazing, but she spent like 2 minutes talking about what she's about to say, and I was like, hey babe, that's great, you did amazing, but for a vlog, can we just like shorten that, maybe say it like in 30 seconds?
Okay, so I'm gonna say it in 5 seconds. I'm going to Camp Agape. Woo!
Okay, you can say it longer than that.
Made me feel bad.
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
You did great. It was just for the means of sharing this. It just should probably be shorter because people don't have
let's cut this. This is long enough.
Long periods of time to watch this. I probably spent just as much time as you talking, saying this. So.
Don't add this.
Cut. Action.
Cut.
Okay. Excuse us. Babe, I told you, you need to do it how I said it.
Camp Agape
Guys,
is a church for incarcerated,
I'm gonna demonstrate
incarcerated children.
a great thing about marriage, and it's called compromising. And my
Their
vlog is not my own vlog anymore. I'm sharing it with Molly, so here goes the full clip of what Molly was saying.
No.
Do not miss my single 20 years. 20-year-old years.
Yeah, for sure.
Love you,
I love you too. Can I say something?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to this, I hope this is like okay that we're sitting here this whole time, but I'm going to a camp, and I'm super excited. I wasn't originally going to go because I didn't want to take the time off of work, but I'd wanted to go. His church is putting it on, and it's like a camp for children with incarcerated parents, like their parents are in prison, or one of their parents is in prison. And so I've had a heart for this. I saw a video, it was probably posted like not too long ago, some on CNN or something, and it was like kind of put on Facebook a bit, but it basically showed like kids seeing their parents for the first time, or like they hadn't seen them in a long time. It was just the sweetest thing. These kids, they would yell out the names of the fathers or the mothers, and I think it was mostly the fathers were there for this one. It was like a Father's Day or something, but they would come out and they would announce like the father one by one, and the children would just run and jump into their father's arms, and it was like the sweetest picture, and I almost thought of like our Heavenly Father and just like running into his arms, and it was so beautiful to me, and I was bawling during this video. It was like a 7-minute video, and I was just like, oh, like this is so precious, and I like was so touched by it that I went and I wrote down the names of the kids and the parents, and I was like, I'm gonna pray for them. So I had this like amazing prayer session, and I had prayed like, God, I want to do something like this. Like, I have compassion for these kids and these people, and I want to do something like this. And so like out of the blue, a couple weeks later, like his church announced that they were going to do a camp for these kids, and not with that exact organization, but like with another organization called like Angel Tree and Prison Fellowship, so it derives from that. But I was super stoked, and then I was like, I can't take the time off work, so I kind of just like forgot about it. I missed the mandatory meetings, and then a couple weeks ago they said again, like, we need mentors, we're in need of mentors, like come to this meeting. So I'm like, all right, God, I'm in. So went to like a 5-hour training session yesterday, and it was awesome, and I am so excited. I like cannot trust my excitement. Philip's mom is actually going to come with, which is going to be really fun. I like coached her in. Philip's not able to, but I'm very excited, and I literally cannot wait. It's going to be so good.